Pack leaders, this is here, friends, right? Protecting families, protecting pack. I'm gonna be setting up another VPS. I've done it before, but my sound didn't work, so I'm gonna redo it again. This time I made sure my sound is working now, so let's go ahead and get started. Once you get your Hetzner account, you're gonna kind of get this profile here. I went to invoices, so you show my contact details. Go ahead and click on cloud, and you get to the cloud area. And then you can create a new project. I have the TBS, so that's my TradeBot Secrets one. And then let's go ahead and create a new server. I kind of pick Helsinki. It doesn't really matter. And then I'm gonna go for dedicated. And then I'm gonna go with the least 4 CPUs at 35 bucks a month, and that should be pretty good. Alright, and everything else is pretty much the same. And then Helsinki I kind of feel is a little more colder, so I don't know. I'm sure it's all the storage room. And I'll just put my wife's name. Oh, this will be her computer here. And I'll go ahead and create buy now. Alright, so now it's going to spin up. Just go ahead and click on that. And then we're going to click on the console here. Open that up. Alright, so what happens now is that you have to imagine that in here, your ISO images, this is kind of like your CD-ROM drive. So let's go and type in Windows. And as of this video, the latest is one 2019. Just get whatever latest one that you have in English or whatever language you want to be in. Let's go ahead and open up the console again. And we'll hit Alt-Control-Delete. It'll flash it. And then it'll load up that CD that's in that CD-ROM. And we'll go ahead and install Windows. And then I'll pause the video every so often if it takes too long or whatever. But other than that, this is it's pretty straightforward. And you can use this to spin up as many VPS as you like. I would set one per one coin per computer, because it does load it up 80% or max it out pretty much. Okay. Alright, so just go ahead and let that load. Alright, so now we're here. Let's go ahead and click next. Select your language or whatever your location. Oh, and make sure you click on GUI mode so that you can actually interact with that in here, so you see your mouse in there. And install now. Alright, so now that you're here, you want to make sure you get the standard desktop experience. The standard by itself is just a blank command prompt with no windows, so no, you can't click anything. So the desktop experience is what you need, so that you can actually click on stuff and interact with it. And then hit next. And then accept license, next. And then custom install. And then whatever shows up here, we're gonna end up deleting it. Okay, so let's go ahead and load a driver now. And now this is where we kind of go back to the CD-ROM, load up virtual, VRITO, right, Vertio win. Okay, so let's go ahead and mount this one. Alright, once we mount that, oh, let's go back to our, where's my, oh, it's right here. Okay, there it is. We're gonna browse that CD-ROM, that CD drive we just loaded, and we're gonna open up Balloon, go to Windows 2019, 2K19, AMD, click OK, next. I don't even know what these are. I kind of found it on a different website and finally figured it out. So I went ahead and I mean, I remember how to do it. But after a while, I'm like, oh, I forgot. So I would actually have to go back on this video and rewatch it. Alright, so the next one you want to load is the Net KVM. And same thing, version 2019, or the latest version that you have. And I don't know what KVM does either. And then one more, the last one that you want to load up is SCSI, VOSCSI, VOSCI 2K 2010. Okay, and hit that. So that, I guess this kind of loads up your, I don't know, your direct, or splits the drives or something, I don't know. So after this installs, then you'll be able to see your partitions pop up. And then what I do is I delete everything and then repartition it so that it kind of separates out to one single thing. So you got one thing, you hit new, apply, cool, okay, and then it'll split it, and then you click on the primary right there, and then we're gonna go ahead and open up Windows again. So we're done with this. We're gonna load the Windows CD back in, and then we're gonna install. Where's English? 2019 English areas. Mount that. Alright, now that's mounted, we will then go over here and then hit format the biggest one, 152 gigabytes over the megabytes. So make sure you're on the biggest partition. Format that, and then you can hit next. And then it's going to copy Windows. So I'll go ahead and let this run, and then I'll bring you back. I'm going to pause this video while it installs. Alright, so just finished. It's going to restart on its own, and then I will bring you back after it's restarting. Alright, so now it's loading Windows back up now. I'll go ahead and maybe, I don't know, probably that won't make any difference. It's still tiny. Alright, so now I'm going to set up a password. I'm going to go ahead and pause this video, set up my password, and I'll hit finish. Alright, so now it's done. We're going to go ahead and Control Delete. And then I'm going to put my password I just entered. Alright, so now that you're in, we're going to go ahead and allow the VPS. I'm going to make it not discoverable because we don't need that. And then, whatever to close this. So under the local server on the left here, remote desktop, make sure that's enabled. Allow remote desk connection to this computer. And disconnect this, whatever, this authentication thing, because it won't, I don't know. It just connects without the authentication. Alright, so now that you're done, we can then go over to our remote desktop and connect to it. So let's go ahead and grab RDP. You can search for RDP, I think. Let me see. There we go, RDP. Remote desktop connection. And then we're gonna go ahead and copy the this IP address. Copy. I'll put it here. And then connect. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video. Or actually, yeah, don't ask me for a connection, and then I'll type my password. So once it says here in Quark, this is actually wrong. You need to make more choices, use a different account, and typing administrator, and then the password that you entered, and then remember me. So I'm gonna pause the video now. Alright, once you're in, you'll get this message here, and then I just click don't ask me again, and then hit yes. And then you're gonna connect to the VPS that you just created here. Alright, so let me move this over here. Alright, cool. Now I have a 3-screen monitor, and there's a way to connect to it with 3-screen monitor, and I guess I'm not going to cover that. You'll need to Google that one. So what we're going to do now is update everything, and let's go ahead and get here and get the latest update. Control panel, small icons. And I'm gonna click on power options real quick. I always do this. Make sure it's a high performance, so it actually uses the best that it can deliver. And then let's go to programs, and no, I guess that's it. Yeah, let's go Windows Update. Okay. Alright, check for updates. There's gonna be a bunch of updates, so we're gonna make sure we have everything downloaded first. So this will take a while, and then we're gonna check it again, check it again, and check it again, and keep downloading until we completely get the latest update. And then after that, we're going to add some features in the server. So I'll go ahead and pause this while it installs and downloads and all this stuff. I might have to restart my computer a couple more times, check it again until there's no more updates, and then we will proceed to installing other functions. Alright, I'll pause the video. Alright, so now it says restart, so I'll go ahead and restart this, and then we'll check it again. Alright, and we're back. So let's go ahead and check it again. I have to do it a few times to make sure. Oh. And I'm going to go ahead and while it's updating, do a few more things that we need to do to disable the firewall. So let's check for more updates. And then while we're here, let's go to control panel. And we're going to disable all the firewalls. The bot itself kind of comes up as a false flag for a virus because it can control browsers and whatnot, but you know, it's clean, it's good. So, and also some of the stuff that gets blocked when you try to install the bot, it has to install some update files, and as those are being transferred, it gets blocked or corrupted, and the bot doesn't install properly. So after a while, if you notice it's not launching, it might be because the file is corrupted or you forgot to disable this firewall, and you're gonna have to re-download it again. So it's gonna update some more in the background here. Looks like we got some more updates we need to add, so we'll let that handle it. Now let's go look at the defender, the firewall. I think we took that. Let's go ahead to maybe let's check. Well, I'm just gonna poke around here. Oh, I think that's it. Okay. Let's go back to my control panel. That's my control panel. Okay. So we got the Windows Defender. We got. Is that it? I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit this. All settings. And that's kind of in the corner of your main screen. I'm on my multi-screen right now, so in the middle there's one it's like a computer screen icon, and then you click on that and this should pop up. And then I go to Windows Security, and then make sure that virus protection is off. Manage settings off. Cloud real-time protection is off. Yeah, send that all off. And exclusions. Firewall turned off. And check apps and files. Okay, they're off. And I think that is pretty much it. Ransomware, it's off. Oh, is it? Okay. I saw ransomware somewhere. Manage ransomware. This can do anything. Okay. Alright, I think that's pretty much it as far as turning everything off. What is this? Not supported. Okay, whatever. Okay, cool. So mainly firewall, virus protection stuff, and that should be it. I don't know why it's still green, but it's pretty much off. Okay. Alright, let's go back to Windows Update. It's installing. Alright. So now we're going to go over to the here. Click on that. I believe we can start installing Windows.NET 3.8 4.1. So we click on manage, hit add roles and features. You get to the screen, hit next, 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 and oh, what happened? Usually it's pretty much faster. I don't know if this is select a server from the server pool. I guess this is it. I don't know if I did something wrong here. I don't know if it's because that's installing or not. Maybe I'll wait till it's done installing the update. And then you kind of see your performance here. Your 2.1 gigahertz, 4 cores, 4 virtual processors. Okay. I'm gonna cancel this. That doesn't seem right. Let's try it again. Add roles. Next, next, next. There it goes. Okay, hit next. Yeah, so if it freezes, just cancel it and go back to it. Alright, so this 3.5, 4.8, make sure everything is checked. You just add whatever it needs. And then make sure all of this is checked. And I don't know what these are, I just know that this is what works. So I just check it. Alright, make sure that's all checked. So once it's all installed, you should get 2 big check marks to know that it's all installed here. Next, 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 install. And if you have any installation problems, it might be because the update didn't finish installing. So usually I do wait for everything to finish and there's no more updates before I do this. I'm just kind of trying to double speed everything. So I'll go ahead and pause it now. That way, if you do get an error here that's not installing, then you have to make sure that this is completely installed. Restart your computer until there's no more updates. And then go back to this, you know, pause the video and move back to it. And then make sure all this is checked. Okay, and then after that, we're going to start again, update again, make sure all these are updated. And then we'll install the bot. I'm going to go ahead and install Google Chrome. Okay. So let's bring my browser over here while this is so I can multitask. And since Bybit works on Google Chrome well, you should have Chrome when you open up Bybit. And then continue to prompt when website content. Don't want that. Let's go ahead and add it. Add it. I don't know why it does this, but so it's just a little annoying at first because I have to get through all this. Okay, come on. Okay, so now I can access it. I hope. Alright, so now Google Chrome. Come on. Oh, wait. Download. Okay, and now the download's blocked too. Okay, so I believe that you can unblock it here. You have the internet, enable that, and then I think you go here, and then you can enable the download. Enable download. Oh, no, that's not it. Downloads right here. Enable file downloads. Okay. Yes. And then I believe trusted sites also. Custom download. Custom level. Go down to file download. Oh. Maybe not. Okay, maybe there's no file. Oh, right here. file download. It's enabled. Okay, good. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on that. Okay. Then it'll let us download, I believe. We'll have to restart. Maybe we have to restart the computer. Start the browser. Bring it back up. Alright, let's try it again. Add, close. Just give it whatever it needs. Now, if you guys know a better way of doing this, let me know. So now I can download it. Save it. Oh, it won't let me do it. Alright, cool. Just gotta get through this. Alright, now I'm gonna run it. And now it's installing. Now I can get rid of Explorer now because I hate it with all these extra security measures. Alright, so it's still updating that. So now you can access your Bybit. Okay, and then I think that's pretty much it. Oh, another thing I'll install is TimeSync. Make sure you get that. And then, because Chrome is smart enough to know that you want English, so let's go change to English. TimeSync tool, so just type in that. Install that. And then download the latest stable version. Alright, cool. Run it. And if your TimeSync is off, your API calls will not go through. Alright, finished. And then I'm Central Time, I believe, yeah, Central Time, so it's 1:16. So also make sure your time zone is switched to the proper time zone. And then for people who are in Australia, UK, if you have issues with your time zones or the bot's not doing anything, it's a time zone issue. So you'll probably need to change it to UTC. Okay. There we go, just in time. Alright, so I'm going to go with the Central, or you can try Central Time. Central Time seems to be working. If you're some other weird time zone and you can't figure the right one that matches, then just go straight to UTC somewhere. Is it? Yeah, right here. Click on that, and then put UTC as your time zone in the settings file on your private settings file, and that should get it to work. Okay. I'm gonna be Central Time because I'm Central Time, and then set time automatically. Good. Just with daily savings, and it should be good. Okay. All right. So now the TimeSync should be working now, and it's under the taskbar, like in this little corner here, but it's on the main one because I'm on multi-screen. And just make sure you hit update now so you get the latest off. So it's not off by anything. All right, so that's good. Click close on that now, and then I want to wait for the rest of this to install. Looks like the update has finished. Let me check on it again. Looks like it's updated. Oh, it's still installing. All right, go ahead and pause the video now and wait for this to finish, and then we'll progress to the next stage. And I think that's pretty much it, actually. Oh, what did I just do? Did I just close it? No, I didn't. Okay. I think it's fine. I'm gonna close that. Alright, cool. I think it's still, I hope it's still doing this thing. Yeah, it's still installing. Okay, cool. Alright, so it looks like the feature installation failed. So that makes sense. Yeah, make sure you wait till this is done. So we're going to restart now, and then we'll install it again. Okay, we're back. So let's go ahead and see Gonna check for another update. Hopefully there aren't any more. So we can install the next part, which you probably already saw. Oh, there's more. Okay, we'll pause it again. Alright, so this is done. It doesn't need any more updates. Just check it one more time. Of course, there's always more, so we're gonna wait for that too. Alright, so we're gonna restart this. Alright, hopefully this is the last time. Yes, alright, so now we're up to date. So now, once we're all up to date, then this should work. Alright, and just pause the video back, go back if you miss anything. Alright, so let's go ahead and make sure everything is just checked. Nope. Alright, that's all checked. Okay, hit next. Next. Install. Alright, I'll pause this while it installs. Alright, looks like the feature installation succeeded. So let's go ahead and double check, make sure it's all checked. We'll go back to manage, add roles. Next. And then you have both check marks, that means they're all checked and all the sub checks are checked. Okay, so we're good. And then I'll do one last one, make sure that those don't need an update. And then once that's done, then we're done with our installation and we're good to go. Alright, so that's it. So it takes about a half hour, 26 minutes right now to get this all done. And then next step is the installing the bot, which I already created a separate video for. And this is just mainly setting the VPS getting ready for that installation. So now go ahead and bring in that zip file, install it, run it, and it should just run. Okay. And of course there's troubleshooting stuff in there if you need to if you run some issues. Alright, thanks for watching. Talk to you then. And this is the Hetzner with dedicated cloud, at least 4 cores. Okay, thanks.